system isn't already, just turn on the console.
Just thinking about it.
Well, that's going to stay in on the intro. Welcome to the AggroCast, the official podcast at AggroGamer.com. This is episode 42, and I'm your host, Michael Camacho, and my co-hosts are Brian, Scribblenauts Junkie Bentley, and Ben. I have now sold my soul to Aion Win.
Yay!
That's right.
So what's up, guys?
Not much, man. What's up with you?
Been a busy week. Finally am off for a week. Nicola, aka Hey Chest, is in town.
Hi!
Yay!
You can say hi.
Oh, hello. I'm worried about gears.
Sorry, she's about to play some Gears. Rage Quit Central.
Not
Ben.
very good.
What? I'm not doing anything.
You
Yet.
rage quit on Call of Duty Fortnite.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did. So what? Also traded in that the next day also.
You got anger issues worse than me. What did they give you for Call of Duty 4? $1?
No, actually they gave me $20 for it.
What?
Oh.
Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know that you could still get that much for it.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until I traded in. I'm like, alright, cool.
There you go, everyone. Run to your GameStop now and trade in your copy of Call of Duty 4.
Yeah. Put it towards Modern Warfare 2. Other than that, actually, she met my mom already.
Wow. Big
Yeah.
step.
Yep. Meets my dad tomorrow. My stepmom seems to be going all out. I guess we're actually going to eat in their dining room for once. I
Really?
was like, I don't get the dining room.
Yeah, that's because they know it's the last chance.
But, and we hope to go see Ponyo tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
But with my luck, we'll miss it because I think you guys remember I had to replace my windshield a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, a nice piece of metal bounced up off the road and cracked my windshield today.
Jeez.
The weirdest part is there was no cars nearby. So I don't know where it was bouncing from or how long it had been bouncing along the road.
Wow.
Yeah, it put a nice little half circle in my windshield. So hopefully it can be repaired. They asked if it was longer than $1 bill. I was like, no. They're like, okay, we should be able to repair it. I was like, I hope so. Because I'm not paying $300 right now to fix my windshield. That crack can stay there until I have to fix it at that point.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
You just had that replaced.
I know. And their lifetime warranty doesn't cover stuff like that. It only covers actual defects.
Right, of course.
But, so what about you, Brian? What have you been up to?
Not much myself. Just working a lot and excited about playing. I just got Scribblenauts, so we'll talk about that when we get to what we've been playing. But yeah. So,
Cool.
what about you, Ben?
I've been keeping my girlfriend who just recently got laid off as of yesterday, so I've been keeping her busy for a while until she starts up school sometime next week. Yeah. And well, she doesn't complain, so. But no, I start.
Hope not.
Yeah, that would suck. But I start up school at ITT Tech tomorrow.
Nice.
So.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Congrats to you.
So the program that I'm going to is actually for gaming design.
Nice.
So
Awesome. You're going to create the next MMO?
yeah, I'm going to work real hard to do that.
Cool.
Other than that, just been trying to find a job and calling to collect unemployment and all that BS.
So now that you're in school, does that affect your unemployment?
No.
Nice.
There's a voucher.
So.
Nice.
Cool. Well, why don't we get into what we've been playing? Started off, Brian,
Yeah.
Just a heads up, because you were just talking about Scribblenauts, so let us
Yes.
know how it is.
Yes. I was.
Saying it right now.
Well, actually, I have to. It all starts out with a big. Well, first of all, I got it I got it through Amazon, and I was actually able to on Monday get it for overnight delivery by using the send it to me on the release date. So I got overnight shipping for less than $6.
Nice.
I'm like,
Awesome.
this is awesome. So UPS tried to come today. Vanessa wasn't here, so they left a note, and then the guy actually made an effort to come back and get it to me later on in the evening. So it actually showed up right before the podcast. So I had a chance to throw it in, and it's a lot of fun. Like you just sit. It's almost to the point where, and for those who don't know, you have puzzle challenges, and then you have a writing board. And you're pretty much able to put in almost anything that, if it exists in real life, it's in the list. And then that object will show up, and you're able to use that object to solve puzzles or, get to your goal of whatever that is. And it's almost daunting because you open it up and you're like, okay, what am I going to use today? And you're like, okay, am I going to use airplane? Just anything you can think of, you can just start typing in. I used a pogo stick.
Yeah.
It was, just random stuff. You just start throwing it in there. So, it's just, so far it's a lot of fun. I'm only, a couple levels in, obviously. Got through the tutorial, that's about it. But, so far I've been very, very impressed with what I've seen. Let's see, what else have I been playing? Beatles Rock Band.
So how's that?
I really enjoy it. I mean, part of the problem is I already knew I was going to love it from, us playing it at E3 to the fact that I just love the Beatles, period. So if you're a Beatles fan, you cannot go wrong with owning this game. So I'm not sure all the challenges are. It's not very challenging yet, but I haven't tried expert. I've only been playing on hard. It's just a lot of fun. I really like the story mode. I think that they used it very well in comparison to the usual Rock Band tour mode, because obviously you're not going to tour the Beatles. You have to follow what they've done. So that was really cool. They also have like little snippets. So like if you're playing the Ed Sullivan show, like as the song is loading, they'll have little snippets from things they actually said right before they started playing each song. So I thought that was really cool, like small little. It's really all the small stuff they put in there to make it all work out. So
nice. I mean, I've heard that it's actually kind of easy to play for the most part. I hear unless you go on expert, it's not as big of a challenge as you would think.
Yeah, it really hasn't been so far. I mean, we're not 5-starring every song, but we're always close. Like, we have 4.5 to 5 stars every time. So, yeah, I would agree the difficulty may have been turned down a little bit.
Yeah. You think
but
that make it more accessible for like actual Beatles fans that just want to play this game but don't really want to pick up regular Rock Band or stuff?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I do think that there is a part of it. I mean, individually, certain Beatles were very good musicians, but as a whole, they weren't exactly, the greatest group of musicians together as a band. I mean, they were a great band, but they were, I don't know about them being, necessarily great musicians as a group. So perhaps some of it is the fact that not everything was it wasn't a lot of complex things for you to do. So I think it was, accessibility was definitely a good choice for him, though, because I mean, anyone who's a Beatles fan is going to want to pick this up and play it. Period. So, but rounding out what I've been playing is Rock Band 2, just so I can keep practicing up for Beatles Rock Band this weekend, and of course Lord of the Rings Online.
What a shock!
Yeah, big shock.
Well, Ben, why don't you give us your thoughts of Beatles Rock Band?
What more can I say? I mean, he pretty much said everything. But no, I've been playing. I've been trying to play the expert mode on bass, and wow, it is so much harder than I thought it's going to be. Like, really. You said so. So you heard people saying it's hard on expert. It is. It is a lot harder on expert than I thought it was going to be. And I'm sitting there like, wow, I might have to bump down to hard just to play some of these songs, because it was just because when you pick the song, right, Brian, and you see that level of like how hard the song is going to be.
Sure.
Like the majority of the time, I see the bass part just like skyrockets all the way up.
Wow.
Like it's like I'm like, wow. I'm like, might have to bump down the hard just to play some of these songs, but I like it a lot. I need to get used to the whole style of it, because you're so used to playing Rock Band 2 and seeing that sort of art style. Then all of a sudden you go to Beatles, and then all of a sudden, okay, here's a different art style. It's the same. It's just that it looks slightly different than what you're used to.
Right.
So you have to get used to it and whatnot to that. And then I know if I go back to Rock Band, it's going to be like, wow, I'm like going to confuse myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So other than that, my biggest news is, of course, I canceled my subscription to World of Warcraft for the arrival of Aion, because I played the.
How many times has that been now?
In the 5 years that I've been playing the game,
Yeah.
like 6 times.
Wow.
Ow.
So
is this going to be permanent? Probably not.
no, it is.
You sure?
Yes.
Can we hold you to that?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Mark it down.
Mark it down on your calendar on
September 15th.
2009. I am officially done with World of Warcraft. I'm not going to get the expansion. I'm actually going to. I'm going to. I'm going to uninstall the game and everything. So.
I heard a lot of skeptical laughter in the background. I'm just saying.
That's because my girlfriend is doing a lot of skeptical things at the moment.
Skeptical or sketchy?
Both.
In my defense, I did not. I just said, that's a lie. Even I know that.
Well, you played the Aion beta finally, Ben.
Yes.
What'd you think?
I absolutely loved it.
Gorgeous game, ain't it?
Gorgeous game. My computer can run it. I don't have to upgrade it or anything like that. It runs smoothly. And well, everyone else is like, oh, it's lagging. I'm like, what lag are you talking about? Like, I was getting no lag. I absolutely loved it. And yeah, I can't wait to pick it up. I don't know what side are we planning on joining again, Mike?
The Asmodee. It's kind of like the Horde side. If you want to get down to the WoW,
The nitty gritty or something like that.
Yeah. And
But okay, yeah, I just don't know what class yet, because I'm really debating on either the warrior or the scout. Because I know everyone else is going to play like a mage or the cleric or something like that. So
yeah, I'm definitely gonna go scout on the Asmodee side. I'm thinking about, because I enjoyed what I played of the warrior, that I'll probably make an Elios character on a set. Well, you have to do a separate server. So.
oh yeah.
So I'll probably make a Elios character on another server and just play both. Like, I'm gonna work on my scout first, and then once I cap or whatever, I'll work on the other one.
Well, unless they do it like World of Warcraft, where they make a PvE server and where you can play as both sides.
They're not going to.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they've already said this is PvP versus E. There will be no other servers. I don't think they're gonna give in on that. So we'll see what happens.
So when are they going to start giving out free trials?
I don't think you're gonna see that.
No, because I
until
think
at least October, November, if at the earliest. They're gonna get people into the game first, trying to get them to buy it as much as possible.
Sure.
come to the dark side, Brian. Leave Lord of the Rings.
Well, I don't have to leave anything. I can just stop playing for a while. But I just don't know if I want to spend $50, and not know what I'm getting into.
Yeah. Well, maybe they'll do it like WoW does, in the sense that they'll give, like, you can bring a friend on for like 14 days or something.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys get one of those, I'm down.
So, well, I could have had a second beta code, honestly. But Newegg, when I pre-ordered the collector's edition through them as well, they never sent me one. But I don't expect the Newegg guys to really handle games like an actual game site.
Sure. All right, so I guess that just leaves you.
Yeah. Well, I played Aion as well. I decided instead of building up my scout on Asmodee for the second time all the way through, that I would actually make a warrior on like Elios to get a feel for both sides to see how it is.
Mhm.
And no complaints. I mean, it was just as much fun being on that side. In fact, you can definitely tell the difference between the two sides. Elias was just a more brighter, more peaceful place. Some of the monsters are the exact same, just named differently, and they look slightly different because of the sides. But they did have a couple different monsters, which is cool. It would have been nice to have truly different monsters on either side, but that's just my opinion. It's just me being picky.
Well, it's like that for like the Horde and the Lion side. You have the same monsters on each side nearly. So, it's nothing different. Like nearly all MMOs are pretty much like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you can be picky all you want. It's not going to change.
And there's
True,
just there's only so much time that they have, to build something. So,
I mean, the one thing I do like is the customization and the like even early in the game you can like level 5 I can put like these mana runes into like equipment like early on into the game, and I don't have to wait until like later on where like a certain level before I can do something like that. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. The game is so much better like this. So that's the one thing I really, really like.
Yeah. Well, we never got the chance to hook up into a party, so it'll be cool when we're both doing that head start thing.
Yeah.
We'll be able to both play. Plus, I won't have any distractions next week.
Oh,
she's in the room. You probably shouldn't call her a distraction.
I just got a nice little evil eye for that one, but I'm distracting her from Gears as well right now. She's getting fucked up.
Someone's taking a chainsaw.
Nope. She just got blown away again. And threw the controller at my dog, no less.
No, I did not. You just
Just happened to be where she tossed it. Same thing. Threw the controller at my dog. God, I wish my dog had more love. Ow!
Oh.
Yeah, from you.
Anyway, other games I checked out. I played Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
I actually had fun in the beginning, and then you get to the Veil powers, and I personally just got really bored really quick. It just felt like another gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like the Veil powers, but I don't like my whole screen turning green. I don't know if you guys remember from sitting in E3.
Sure.
The whole screen's green, and I was just like, I don't want to see this. I want to see the game. And I just got bored real quick, and I kind of just turned it off, and I never really went back to it. I'm sure if you play it long enough, it'll be fine. But,
I mean, is it worth at least a try?
It's worth playing. But with all the other games I have to play, I was just like, oh, it's another first-person shooter capitalizing on a gimmick. To me, that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
I guess I'm tired of all the gimmicks that game makers are bringing out lately. So, but I also played Shadow Complex, the Xbox Live Arcade game.
Right.
Actually a lot of fun. People call it like Castlevania mixed with Metroid. I have to completely disagree. I mean, yeah, I can see it. I don't really get the Metroid thing, except that you're crawling around through different corridors, but it's not like you're curling up in a ball and rolling around. But I had a lot of fun. Definitely want to keep playing, because you can unlock more and more. I don't know if it's going to have the avatar things, kind of like Explosion Man, where you can unlock things for the avatars. Mm-hmm. But it does have... I unlocked a gamer picture doing it. So it's got rewards mixed into the game. So that was cool. It's got a decent story. When you're playing it, sometimes you do see that Gears look in the game. Since it's made by Epic Games, it seems like everybody's got that. Every game they do now just has that look.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely better than Gears.
Oh,
That's to be expected.
Is she giving you an evil eye?
Yeah. No, I just got a whatever. I think, what else did I play? Oh, Muramasa. Reviews up on the site. Muramasa is the game to get for the Wii. If you own a Wii, to me, this is the first not first party title, the first exclusive that everyone should go get. You play as either Momohime or Kisuke, which is either the guy or the girl. They each have their own stories. And you can play on really easy, where you can kind of like breeze through the game, or more challenging difficulty, which is definitely challenging. Even in Japan, they were basically praised for how difficult the game was. So,
wow.
But I found it really easy to pick up, just like at E3, where you get up and you just start doing the action button, and you can pretty much fly everywhere. And I was shooting across the screens, killing people. Once you get to some bosses, it gets a little tougher. Some of the bosses later on, it's not so easy as just to shoot around the screen, use some special attacks. You actually have to add some strategy in. One I know, I had to hide behind these little mounds of like dirt and stuff, so he couldn't see you while he was like in like this, I guess, aggro type mode. And once he calmed down, you go back to fighting him, and once he sees you and he gets pissed again, you have to go back and hide for a little bit more. But hiding isn't so simple, as these little guys are coming at you at the same time.
Wow.
But I found it to be a really beautiful game in all the aesthetics. The graphics are gorgeous, the character models are well done, they're 2D hand-drawn, and it shows. I will have to bring out the little otaku hentai in me and say I like the little fan service bit of Momohime being in the hot springs, holding just a towel over her.
I smell a doll purchase coming up.
But it was definitely cool. The music of the game is lovely. If you've ever watched the old like samurai films and stuff like that, the music they have, that's what you have here. Fully orchestrated, sounds great, definitely matches the mood of the game. And I have to say, if you own a Wii, this is the definitive title for it, in my opinion. It doesn't use the motions, but it just suits it so well with the Wiimote and Nunchuck. So.
Excellent.
Does it play almost like Legend of Zelda?
No, it plays like Odin Sphere for the PS2.
Okay.
It's awesome, but you don't get that lag that Odin Sphere would have when large enemies are on the screen. So it plays smoothly. The frame rate is perfect. And the cool thing about the game is there's a lot of blades you can forge as you're going through. I think currently I have like 30 or more. 30 to 40 blades. And it's actually really cool. And each blade has its own power and stuff like that. And so that's really all I've been playing. I'll be playing Wet, and I should have that review done before the next podcast is up. So,
would you say for Muramasa that there are a lot of RPG elements?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you gain levels. You gain levels through EXP by defeating enemies. Forging the blades, you have to have a certain amount of spirit and soul power. Or souls, I can't remember if it's soul power or souls off the top of my head. But you collect these from also killing enemies and eating food, stuff like that. And once you have enough of each, you can forge a blade. So, as you go through, you have to level up or you're never going to make it. You really can't make it through the game without leveling up, of course. You can't skip fights. Once you go into a battle, you're in a battle. So, it's very RPG-like. you've like cooking to help heal you or even boost your abilities at times. Make items that can help you in battle. So very RPG in that sense, but it's mostly an action game. It's like action. It is a true like action RPG 2D side scroller.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah, and I know you own a Wii, Brian. I highly suggest you picking this game up.
It's definitely on my list, no doubt.
No, he wants you to pick it up tomorrow.
I
Dude.
just want games like that to get support. This is the reason why the Wii has such problems.
I mean, the one reason why Nintendo has such problems?
Yeah, I mean, the problem does come with the fact. The problem comes with the fact that there aren't a lot of hardcore gamers out buying it, and a lot of them that do, unfortunately, from a lot of people I know, they're hacking their Wiis and downloading these games instead of buying them, which is a big problem in my opinion.
Agreed.
I mean, I hacked my Wii, but it's to play my legit import copies. I'm all about helping the system get better, and I'm not going to sit there and screw that up by downloading just because I want to be cheap.
Oh, yeah, and they rationalize it with self entitlement, like they deserve, to get it for free.
Yeah, I like the ones where they're like, but I don't have the money, and I wouldn't be buying it anyway. That's kind of bullshit. So then don't play it. Get it when you have the money.
Exactly.
Just because you're not going to give them the money anyway doesn't entitle you to play the game.
Agreed.
But, who knows? But anyway, enough about bitching about legal downloading.
Speaking of cheap, let's go to the bargain bin.
I agree.
Wow, very nice.
I agree, Ben. Let's go to the bargain bin.
My bargain bin is going to be Uncharted for the PS3. Right now, it is on sale at Amazon.com for $27.49.
Nice. I've never heard of this game.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure a lot of people haven't heard of this game.
What's it about?
Really? Seriously?
No.
For sure,
It's about shopping.
I mean, is it kind of like Drama Queens?
No, somewhat. It's similar to like game. The teen makeover game that Brian's gonna get for his beard.
Style savvy.
Yes, that's it. Style savvy for Brian.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
What about Imagine Cheerleaders?
I don't know.
Now you can just get that cheap now. You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Exactly. No, I guess you can say it's like the male version of like Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
You
I
can
know.
say. So
I love the game. The game's awesome.
it is.
I need to play through it again since they added trophies, but I hate when they do stuff like that because then it's like, I've already gotten this far.
Now I have to go back and do it all over again? Oh.
Yeah, well, when you have such a backlog, it's not fun to go back over games.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
But, I definitely agree. That's a definite must-have. If you own a PS3 and you don't own Uncharted, pick it up now while it's $30 before Uncharted 2 comes out.
At least play it through until the second one comes out.
Yeah, I gotta pick it up.
Brian.
Yes.
Hey, I'm late to the game on the getting the PS3 thing, so
True.
You're lagging. Come on.
yeah, seriously. I have to finish Valkyria Chronicles. I'm still at the last boss.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh my god, I just watched the worst shot ever in Gears. I can't believe she missed this person.
But what about you, Mike? What is your bargain bin?
My bargain bin is direct2drive.com is having a huge 5-week long sale. Normally I wouldn't pick something like this out, but the fact it's lasting so long and hold on, let me pull it up before I okay.
There is no holding on.
Yes, there is. It's a 5-week long sale. It's already been through 1 week. They're on the second week. Each week is going to have 10 titles at $5 a piece. The first week was Ubisoft/strategy games. Week 2 is action-packed titles galore. Week 3 is going to be RPG MMO games. Week 4 indie games, and week 5 is war games. They're all going to be, like I said, real cheap at $5. Basically, the first week was stuff like Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. You get Call of Juarez, the first one. Tachyon, The Fringe, some Splinter Cell. Some of these are older, but you could get like Civilization 4 for $5.
Nice.
Now this
That's
week,
BioShock for $5.
yeah, BioShock this week was a great week for games. Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena, $5. BioShock, $5. Saints Row 2, $5. Sid Meier's Pirates, $5. Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl, $5. Thief, Deadly Shadows, Max Payne 2, Serious Sam Gold. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't
Basically
wait.
any of those.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the rest of it. And they've actually kept up the prior week's games as $5. So I don't know if they're going to take them down next week and put up these still as them. But definitely go check it out. Check out the upcoming weeks. I do know Saints Row 2 I bought because I'm a fanboy. And for $5, I'm not going to turn it down. But it immediately launched into Steam. So if you're not a Steam fan, be wary of that one. At least.
Mm-hmm.
For
What?
$5, I might pick up BioShock.
Yeah, I still can't bring myself to buy that game.
It's $5, man.
I don't care. It's BioShock. Nah, but and they also have a giveaway sweepstakes going on with this, where if you buy at least one of the $5 games, you could possibly win all 50 plus games.
Wow. That's something.
Yeah. So definitely check that out. And who knows, for $5 you could win all of them.
Can't complain about that.
Nope. Brian, what do you have?
I ended up picking The World Ends With You on DS. We're still debating about whether or not we've already used this one, but you can get it at Amazon.com for $16, and it's been on my list of games I want to get eventually. So maybe this is the opportunity to jump on that.
I agree. I had a lot of fun with that game. Had a blast with that game. Great graphics. Very fast-paced gameplay. Trying to deal with both screens at the same time. I just
Right.
let the top screen pretty much go on its own, though. Too much for me. But, well, that's our bargain bin for this week. Before we get into the next, I do want to say that, Aion has shipped for me from GoGamer.com.
Woohoo!
Wow.
And I'm watching Nicola get her ass whooped in Gears still.
2 on fucking 4 and they have the host and my teammate sucks.
She's pissed because her teammates suck.
I can hear that.
Yes.
I'm pissed.
She's pissed. It's nothing new. I've been pissing her off all week.
What? You won't let me cook for you? You bastard!
Nah, I've been letting her cook. It's good.
More like you didn't put the butter in the right spot.
Oh, yeah.
Dishes
She's
right.
getting upset because every time she puts a dish away somewhere, I'm like, that's not where it goes. But, nah, I'll tell you, her cooking is good. Made me a cheesecake. Some
Wow.
hamburger casserole. Well, cheeseburger casserole, basically.
That sounds
Potato
good.
salad.
Damn, man, you're probably gonna gain 10 pounds by the time she leaves.
Yeah, I know. And it's good. She's gonna try to make me a key lime pie before she leaves.
Oh my god. You better hold on to this one.
Oh, I'd plan to. I'm holding on to it right now.
How cute.
Aw.
Aww.
I'm losing. I'm so
But so we'll get into the Pwn game nights. We just had our Call of Duty 4, which was our final Call of Duty 4 night until Modern Warfare 2 comes out. Monkey DeLuffy won that. Overall, it was a pretty fun night. The knife fight was great, of course, as always. As I was running around yelling, Chesty! Over and over again.
And someone rage quit?
Yeah. Ben.
What?
Mr. Rage quit.
So?
Yeah, but
I don't care.
I would normally
I'll admit it.
the next night, which is Burnout Paradise, but sometimes this podcast doesn't get up in time, so it probably won't be up in time for people to hear it. So
Just check the calendar, folks.
Yeah. This coming Saturday is Gears 2. That usually gets a good turnout, so come out and join us. Never any complaints when we're playing that one. Well, I rage quit last time, so I guess there's some complaints.
I was gonna say, don't forget it.
Don't forget.
I'll try
Don't forget
not.
the
I
night
probably
that-
won't be able to rage quit this time. I'll get
Yeah, 'cause
slapped.
she'll whip your ass.
Exactly. She's smiling and nodding her head. Yeah, I'm gonna be on the other side of the room. Why don't we get into our discussion this week? Brian, you had an interesting article you wrote up. Do you want to quickly talk about, and then we'll go into the discussion?
Sure. For those want to check out the site, the name of the article is "Do Aggregator Sites Work?" And basically, we've been trying to promote the website in different in various ways. And one thing that is available are these aggregator sites. So like Reddit, Dig, Stumble Upon, and N4G are a few of the main ones we really use. And what we found is that these communities, while it's nice that they're involved in the actual the process of going through the articles and the process of moving them up on the categories, in the different categories as far as popularity, there is basically just people gaming the system. Instead of it being, about the most interesting articles or, best written articles, it's really about, let's see, that there might be boobs in this in this picture. Woo, okay, well let's make that popular. Yeah. Or we don't like this person, so we'll just we won't even read the article. We're just gonna down arrow it because we just don't like that guy. And I think one of the really telling piece of this whole thing is someone who in the comment section on Reddit basically called David a fruit and said that he would never click anything of his. Like, how is that? There is absolutely no justice in this system at all. Yeah. And I think it's just extremely unfair to the people who are trying to use it legitimately.
Yeah. And it's not like we've ever put up anything. We're not spamming the site with, hey, you could win free shit, or what's the other thing I was thinking? Could basically get a free Xbox from clicking on this or participating in these links. We're putting up actual news and stuff.
Right, exactly.
Not once have we ever done anything else, so. And I agree. I mean, I was kind of pissed to... What am I trying to say here? One of the moderators from Reddit actually said instead of not complaining about not knowing us how they use the term spam, ask them. Well, you can't just ask them because there's no fine line between spam.
Right. It's very hazy as to what it is. A lot of gray area.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he basically said the spam clause is there to give the mods the ability to show the finger to crappy sites that just mindlessly throw their stuff up. Well, what are they to judge that what's a crappy site and what's not?
Right, exactly.
One that they don't like?
Right, or one that isn't popular.
Yeah. Sorry we're not Kotaku or Joystick. We're trying to start out and do something a little better by adding a personal touch to our stories instead of just trying to get money or get paid by how many clicks we get to advertisements.
Right.
And I just think it's ridiculous.
Yes. And another part of the problem is that a lot of these, some of the bigger sites, so say your IGNs, your 1UPs, like you said, Kotaku, Joystick, they're just magically getting popular and getting approved right away, and it just sort of it's just a lot of gray and a sort of hazy, sleazy sort of. It just makes you feel like something's just not right here, and a lot of people are using these sites because they don't have the time to check every single site. I mean, I know that in my job, I don't necessarily have the time, especially when we're all working on our site, to go to, I don't get to visit IGN or 1UP or, GameSpot very often. So an aggregator site can be very useful, to someone who's very busy. With the possibility of seeing something different or something new or something interesting, except they're not getting that opportunity because all they're seeing is the same recycled crap, because these people are they're basically perpetuating the cycle.
Yeah. I agree.
Didn't mean to go off like that, but...
No, it's fine. I mean, I felt like the mod was taking hits at us by boosting your WordPress blog. We're not a WordPress blog by any means. Right,
exactly. And I think it's very telling. I mean, I wrote it. I had, Vanessa, who was an editor in college. I had her go over it twice. I mean, I rewrote it like 2 or 3 times just to make sure I wrote a good article, because I didn't want to give people the opportunity to complain that, it's a shitty article anyway, so we shouldn't bother reading it. I really went on my way to write a quality article so that I couldn't give people that sort of out, and yet it still got downvoted a bunch of times because people disagree, because I shouldn't challenge the system.
Yeah, which people are still doing. I mean, I looked, we were at 9 and 5, and now it's at 9 and 7.
Like, where are you looking at?
At the actual Reddit site. But it's like, really? But people aren't really commenting on why they downgraded it.
Right.
I don't see many. I mean, I see one person called David a fruit, but it looks like that was taken down.
Either that or it got
no, it's still there.
I down arrowed it because I just don't think that calling people names, I basically called me a whiner and David a fruit. Like, how is that a constructive comment? And in fact, in the Reddit kit, it says that you're not supposed to be name calling or anything like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think you're trying to get a site that's supposed to help others, and your site's not helping others when you're classifying people as spam just because they're trying to get their name out there.
Right.
We've never spammed like 50 articles at once. I mean, and now we have all our own writers are up to them to actually do it themselves now, which I think has worked out great.
Mm-hmm.
I know we haven't run into as many problems. I haven't gotten notified by anyone.
No, neither have I.
So I think it just sucks that we did that with David. We didn't think we were going to have a problem because you shouldn't. But because he was posting so many articles from us, it became a bigger issue than it should have been.
Right. And now he's basically blackballed on all these sites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sad.
Yeah, exactly.
How come I don't see this article?
Because you probably have distractions in front of you.
No. No, seriously, I don't see the article on Reddit at all.
You can go to, if you go to AggroGamer and then you click on share, and you just go down to the Reddit actual link, it'll take you right to that page. But, no, I think aggregator sites, one of them, Dig, got too big for itself, and now you can pretty much pay to get your stuff as high as you want.
Awesome.
I mean, it's... Nobody's actually come out and said that, but it seems weird that only certain sites get so many hits.
Right.
Reddit, to me, we get a lot of hits from Reddit, honestly. So I don't think we we haven't caught a lot of problems with them, per se. Or seen a lot of unfairness from the site like we have with Dig. It seemed like Dig took David out in this quickness. I mean, they banned him as fast as possible. I know the Geekbox had that problem at one point when they first started their podcast. They basically took down a link to their podcast because so many people were digging it that they considered it to be spam. I mean, this is the Geekbox with people from OneUp.com or ex-OneUp people. I mean, they're kind of known, you know, especially in the gaming industry. How does not one of your mods know who they are? Considering it was co-created by somebody that used to be on Attack of the Show.
Well, a lot of that has to do with the fact they probably didn't even look. They're just like, oh, this one game, you know, X number of blah, 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 and it's not one of our paid people, so ban.
Or not one of the good old boys.
Right. So, and really, and a part of the problem for me at the end of my article was I don't really have a solution. I think that the sites can be very good. I think there's a lot can be learned, but I don't have a solution yet. I really thought about it, and I just don't have one at the moment.
Yeah.
I just know it needs to get better.
Yeah, I just think, you know, there are true spam sites out there, and as long as, I mean, unless somebody's posting the same articles in a different way, it shouldn't be considered spam. If it's not some actual spam site of win the free Xbox or this, there's nothing there that we are doing to be considered spam, but somehow some of these sites are considering it as such when we're actually posting legit news articles that people may want to read. But they want to have the in-crowd instead. I mean, didn't Destructoid get tired of one of the sites?
Well, Destructoid they actually partnered up with Reddit to create the gaming subreddit.
Yeah.
And basically all their mods at Destructoid were given powers of mods at of moderatorship at Reddit, and then they all just stopped going back there, probably for a lot of the same things that we experience.
Yeah. And and that's big. I mean, that's a site that I'm pretty sure they came out and said they weren't going to use it anymore.
Yeah, basically.
It's a problem that they seem to be having. I mean, Stumble Upon I haven't had any issues with, though. Same with Propeller, but I don't know how much traffic they actually bring in.
See, I have nothing because I really don't go to these sites at all to find the news. I just mainly go to like all the mainstream ones, you can say. But I don't go to like Dig, Reddit, you know, N4G or Stumble Upon because for me, I just don't see the point at all. I guess, you know, if I wanted to find some really good news, I don't know, Google it, I guess. But, you know, I mean, you know, to all to their own, I guess. But no, I agree with you, you guys, you know, that I guess everyone is like, you know, because they're behind a keyboard and a monitor, everyone's empowered to say whatever they want over the internet or whatnot. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really use the site much except to try to help promote our site. I'll be honest. I mean, I don't have the time to sit around on those sites all day. I have the sites I check. That's pretty much it. One thing I've noticed that has helped, and I've gotten quite a few readers from, is just pushing it amongst my friends on Facebook and MySpace. I mean, sometimes if the aggregator sites don't want to help, hey, good old word of mouth through people you know is the way to go.
Yeah.
Sure.
But the only way to get this changed is to talk about it, and I think that's one of the reasons why the Reddit people probably didn't like it.
Yeah.
Because someone finally talked about it.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's still up there, honestly.
Yeah, someone has the balls to say something about these sites.
It's like, honestly, I'm surprised we're still up.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't try to find a way to spam this and take it off.
Jeez. Yeah.
I want to know how many of those ups and downs were done by Reddit mods.
We'll never know that.
Yeah. But, it's funny because Reddit teamed up with Pwned in the past.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yep. So it's kind of funny that we have problems with them in their community. So.
Yeah, but I mean, and some of it really has nothing to do with the Reddit mods themselves. I mean, it's just people who they're just assholes,
Yeah. I know.
because it's not them.
Yeah, it's community. It is click driven, like you had said, and somebody who commented on your article also saying it was click driven.
Yeah.
So.
So I know we're not the only ones that feel it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I'm not sure in the end is anything really going to be done.
Probably not. It's the internet. It's a bunch of anonymous people who can do what they want and say what they want.
Right, exactly. So.
Unfortunately, it's the 4chan generation of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As I will keep saying that over and over. It really is. I mean, you see it with the troublemakers on Pwn.com. They all act like the 4chan idiots. So, you got to deal with them everywhere.
Yeah. It's just sad.
I completely agree.
All right, well that's about all I have on the subject.
Same.
Definitely go to the website, read the article, dig us, Reddit us, up arrow or whatever it is, and give us some heat on N4G. I mean, really the only way this is going to have any change is if people, get the word out and get it known.
Yeah. And comment. Leave us your comments in the article.
Right.
Tell us what you think.
Definitely.
It's a good article,
Well, thank
definitely.
you. Thank you.
So, I mean, yeah, definitely read it. Also comment on iTunes and all that crap.
Yeah, review and rate us on iTunes, please. And please, you got a question for us, or if you want to not just comment in his article, but you want to send us some feedback that we can read on the show, AggroCast@AggroGamer.com.
Yep.
Please, we would love to hear feedback from our listeners, questions, stuff like that. Because someone used to submit a lot, but hasn't in a while.
Oh, come on.
What'd she say?
She said she doesn't have anywhere to ask the question, but I just gave out the email. AggroCast@AggroGamer.com.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah, so everybody please keep listening, support us, rate and review us on iTunes, Zune Marketplace. Hey, the Zune HD just got released. So start downloading us on your brand new Zune HD.
Those who actually have one.
And don't forget, I'll go real quickly where you can find us all. All the sites, pwn.com, twitter.com, whatever, /Quiglin, /Church4252, and me, /GNitro. And
All right.
I guess that's about it for this week.
Yes.
We had a couple special guests.
I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say. Thanks to our special guest.
Yeah.
She's laughing over here on the bed.
And Ben's is laughing on the bed, waiting for him to get off.
Yeah.
Oh dear God.
That's right. Always bring up the class.
Hey, that's all I know.
You have no class. We know all that.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Wait, come to the mic, Nicola.
What do you mean? Hi? Hello? Hi?
Hi.
Hi? Awkward.
Alright. Anyway, still got to work out with the Average Joe Gamer guys. I haven't had a chance to hit them up, but I will try to this week or next week to get a massive AggroCast / Average Joe Gamer podcast.
That would be awesome.
I
That would
know.
be epic.
All 6 of us. I don't know if you guys heard the last one of theirs. It was pretty funny.
I'm behind.
Ah.
But yeah. All right.
I think they just hit episode 50, no less. So
Yeah.
we're almost there. 8 more. Half century mark. Can't believe people put up with us this long, or at least me.
Yeah. You know who we need to bring back on the 50th?
Hmm.
Both Clover and Mo.
Yeah, we should definitely.
Definitely.
I'll have to get a hold of them. Yeah.
So that'd be
Nicholas says
fun.
we need females, but she refuses to step up to the plate herself.
Yeah, what's up with that, Nicola? Come on.
I'm shy.
Nothing?
Silence.
Says she's
I
shy.
don't talk much.
Talk more in this one. What we heard you in the background.
She says she doesn't talk much, which I can tell you right now is the biggest load of crap I've ever heard.
Come on, Nicola. You can.
I gotta go to sleep just to get her to stop talking.
Oh.
Get hurt in a second.
Oh, it's going down.
He's getting beat up.
I guess from,
Help!
instead of
Help!
I guess instead of the skeet from Mike, it's more of the
Oh,
hit.
I never did get to
Controller.
tell you the story of me getting thrown down.
Oh yeah.
I was
Down,
trying to
down
get
the
up.
stairs.
I was trying to get up yesterday from the couch, and she gave me a push, and I went flying to the floor, right over the couch.
Oh, that's funny.
Good job, Nicola. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah,
That's right. Show Mike who wears the pants in the relationship.
she knows me with the pants.
I do.
Oh, this has been getting back for all the last like 5,
I
6,
know.
10 weeks.
Kane's autistic.
She's turning red.
Who's got the last laugh now? No,
Oh, we'll see everybody next week on the podcast.
If Mike survives after this week. After you survived after this week.
I know. But as always, we are out, and we will see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
Later.
Save me.